and a bro fist to you. Happy Valentine's Eve. Valentine's Day is bullshit. Calling it. Valentine's Day is designed. It's designed to make single people feel bad and to buy themselves things. Valentine's Day is a massive crock of shit, but that does not mean that in the spirit of Valentine's Day that we will not have a Valentine's Day themed drama day. Oh yes, stories falling from the heavens, falling from the skies. You guys are penning and inking wonderful tales of your dramas throughout World of Warcraft and other MMOs. And as such, I have managed to read through approximately 10 drama stories, flicking through as I do, to select, as it is Valentine's Day, some stories that involve some men and some ladies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some men and some ladies. Are they running the guilds? Are they stalking you? Are these people trying to get relationships going within your guild? Are they causing you all kinds of problems? Let's find out. Let's find out. I have chosen 4 stories. 3 of them are a lady and men being together, doing wondrous, wondrous things. One of them is quite sad. But we can't have a Drama Friday without a little bit of sadness, right? We can't have a Valentine's Day without a little piece of sadness to go along with it. Because sadness is what love is all about. Grim, isn't it? Fuck relationships. I'm in one, but still, I'm with the single brothers today and with the single ladies. I'm siding with them. I'm siding with them. I'm against anything that says, today's the day that I remind my partner I love them. Right? Like that isn't just every single day. I'm with you guys. I'm siding with you. I'm siding with you. I think that's going to be pretty cool. I have being in a guild with a woman in the ranks. A little bit of woman hate maybe. We don't really like that. But how will it turn out? How will it turn out? We have couples and their guilds in chaos and death. Okay. And I also have stalked by a cougar. Stalked by a cougar. Stalking by cougars. A story of death. A story of death. Stalked by a cougar. A woman in the ranks. Cougar, 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 cougar. Cougar, cougar. Chaos and death. Ali. Ali singled herself out there. I want chaos and death. Cougar, cougar, cougar. The cougar. What is a cougar? Is asked amongst the chat. Have you not heard this phrase? A cougar is an older lady of experienced years, who is looking for some of that young stallion-esque type action, some of that young buck. Okay, she's tired of what we would call an appropriate age, and now she's looking for, you know, a little bit of young love, a little bit of young love. If you don't know what a cougar is, watch Sex and the City. That is all it's about. Literally, that entire show is about cougars and how fun it is to be a cougar in the big city. That's what a cougar is. The cougar story is actually relatively sad. I read this and I was like, it actually makes me kind of sad, but it's still kind of funny. There are some things that are kind of funny. This is going to be difficult for me to read. So there's some sensitive subjects in this one. Sensitive subjects. But of course, we can't not start off with the cougar story. The setting for this story is early in the Dragon Soul. Starts off well. Starts off really, really well. We're going to start off in the Dragon Soul. The beginning of Dragon Soul. So much hope. So much, you know, just like motivation to get into the Dragon Soul and start kicking Deathwing's ass. This is it. This is it. What the whole expansion has been about. The whole cataclysm is about destruction of Deathwing. And we enter the Dragon Soul with such high hopes. With big smiles on our faces, with our blades sharpened. And surely it's going to be a wonderful raid instance. Surely it's going to be good. We're in the US. This is a cesspool server, by the way. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? We're on a cesspool server. We're on a cesspool server. And my guild had decided we are going to expand from 1 10-man group to 2. I bet that was a serious meeting. We're going to get to 2 10-mans. How are we going to do this? We'll just recruit 10 other people and put them under our guild. Okay. I think we're ready to do this. What are we going to use this till the 10-man for? To gear our alts. Alright. Good. Good. Big decision. Guild meeting, you know, cigars, brandy, that kind of thing. We're gonna begin we're gonna make team 2. This is it. It's a big decision. It's not good for any guild to carry the team 2, so okay, big decision. I consider myself a good guildie. Don't we all? Don't we all? I think I'm a nice guy. It just so happens everybody else is a dick. I'm a nice guy. I consider myself a really nice guy. I'm Team 1 material for sure. And I like to assist new members with tips. Most of them coming from your class guides. Oh! Oh, really? Yeah, you're a nice guy. Copyright, motherfucker. It's my guide. JK. JK. Fucking psh. So I decided to see if the new priest... Hey. 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 The girl plays a priest. Yes. Yes. Oh, we recruited a new priest. Is it a chick? Is it a chick? That would be my first question. Do you see the new priest joined? Chick. It's gotta be a chick, right? Got all the male priests out there. No. New priest is a chick. Yeah. Heard it all before. For the first time I inspected her character, I could tell I had my work cut out for me. You sought this person out. It's armory. No. What is this? What am I dealing with? She was horribly geared, gemmed and reforged. What, strength gems? Strength gems, classic sign of a good priest. Some good strength gems, some good hit. All that kind of good shit. Gemmed, reforged, and had some poor talent choices. Wanting our second group to perform well, and knowing that on the server it was hard to recruit many decent players, I decided to invest some time into helping her. Aren't you the fucking hero? Oh, this lovely lady priest has joined our ranks. I will take it upon myself to help her. I will help her. I will help this lady priest in need. This lady of damsel in distress is clearly in need of me. Me and my wonderful Mike Preach WoW guides. I have access to Mike Preach WoW guides. That's going to get you laid, right? Hey, maybe. Where's the story going to go? Maybe these guides are going to help you out, guys. Valentine's Day, motherfuckers. Oh, yeah. Getting nerds laid since 2012. All over it. All over it. So I decided to see if the new priest wanted assistance. I bought her a few items with Valor or Gold. Did you know? Did you know? I bought her a few items. You invested? You took her shopping? Took her shopping, did you? Took her shopping. Took her shopping. Some Valor and some gold. What a guy. It could be love. Helped her fix her gems and reforges and gave her some tips on how to heal with a disc priest, being as she said she was new to the class. She was very grateful and said so repeatedly. She was very, very grateful. She was very grateful. Unbelievably so. She's very, very grateful. Over the next few days, every time I logged in, she would whisper me comments. Success. Success. They started out as asking for more tips on healing, but I noticed a slight hint of flirting. How do you do that? How do you ask for tips about healing while flirting? Hey. How do you cast your penance? Wouldn't you like to get inside my bubble? Alright. Alright. How do you do that? How do you do that? How big is your penance? Flirty healing tips. Oh, I'll cast a prayer of healing for you, baby. Oh, yeah. I didn't think much of it and passed it off as just being friendly. She's just being flirty. It's like he's put her down. He's put her down as one of those girls who puts a kiss after every text message, right? Like they can't speak to you without a kiss. Hello, kiss. Whoa, don't send me that. If I have a fiance, do not send me a text message or a Skype message with a kiss on it. Just don't do that, right? Stop doing that. That's really, really bad. Don't do that. Don't be that girl. Kiss, 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 kiss. Oh, hi. Do you want to? Can you help me with some healing? Kiss, 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 kiss. Jesus, that's gonna get a guy in trouble. Yes, we always do that. Look at all the kisses. Oh yeah. Kiss, kiss, kiss. I'm a girl. I can kiss everybody. It's good. No, stop fucking doing that. You get us in trouble. God damn. Who is this sending you kisses? Who is this person? Raid night came and we started Dragon Soul. Marchok went down without a hitch, just like any raid group that had a pulse. That's really harsh. I'm sure there's people in here who didn't kill Marchok on their first try. I did. After the fight, I was checking out the healing meters and noticed she barely healed at all. She barely healed at all. She hadn't used Divine Hymn, Mana Hymn, or Barrier. She was less than 5% of the healing. Wow. I'll help you later, Ali, alright? Alright. Less than 5% of the healing. Worth it. Worth it, right? Less than 5% of the healing. I began to worry. Really? I began to worry? Less than 5%? Really? I believe they're 10-man. It's the second 10-man. This is a 10-man girl. Less than 5%. I began to worry. That seems odd. Less than 5% seems odd. That seems unusual. Expecting this was just the calm before the storm. Now on your Sarge trash, I'm waiting for her, and notice she isn't even casting Prayer of Healing, Power Word Shield, or Penance. And things get messy. She wasn't stacked for the packs with red blobs, and we start wiping. She decides to barrier herself and not the group. Look at all those noobs over there. Ba-dum. I'm safe. Oh my god, everybody over there is dying. Ba-dum. Great over here. Over here's where the party's at. If you would have stood over here, you'd have been in a barrier right now. Think about that. Look at all you dicks dying over there. Look at me. Ba-dum. Got my big titty bubble over me. Shaking my fucking thing. Got my breasts on the go. Party. Fucking party. Love it. She decides to barrier herself in another raid group. The raid leader whispers me, asking me, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, what's happening here? Why is she doing that? Why is she stood completely on her own inside a giant bubble of protective power? What's going on over there? We end up wiping on your Sarge for about an hour. An hour? You've got a healer who does less than 5%. Barriers herself during a wipe. Keep her in the raid, it'll be fine. Let's not ask her any questions. Let's whisper amongst each other. This will solve the issue, right? Let's just whisper each other about it. Shh. Why ask her? Why did you barrier yourself? No, let's wipe for an hour. This is a much better idea. It's a much better idea. We end up wiping on your Sarge, mainly due to the fact that she couldn't time her cooldowns correctly when it was her turn, so we called it a night. I felt bad for her and was determined to help her become a better player. She only wiped us for the entire night and caused us to call the raid. That's all. I'm going to help her. This seems like my kind of girl. Desperation. Now, I do have to forewarn. Okay, I have to kind of forewarn this. This story actually gets a little bit out of hand in a minute. So although I'm doing this story in jest, it's purely for entertainment purposes. But something really lousy is about to happen. I'm going to ruin your fucking Valentine's Day. You ready for it? You ready for it? I'm forewarning you. It's about to get ugly. You with me? Okay, good. I'm just forewarning you. The next day when I log on, she's online and I start covering more tips and things to do as Disc Priest. Like barrier other people. Let's start with the basics. Barrier should be on other people. Alright. That's tip number 1. Penance should be cast. Are you with me so far? We're good. We're good. We run a few dungeons with me explaining when she should be popping certain things. After we were done, it appeared she had started to get the hang of the class and was again appreciative of my time and efforts to help her. Throughout this week, this is where it goes badly. Throughout this week, she had started telling me part of her life story. There were a few things that were divulged. We both live in Texas, about 3 hours apart. She was 50 years old. She was 50 years old and legally blind. Right? I don't know where to go from here. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. It's like, oh, I read this story and I was like, oh my god, this is so much great material. And then this line comes out and I'm like, oh, fuck me. She's legally blind. Now, how many blind jokes do you put in here without going too far? Not many, right? I still want to be on there. I still want to be able to do my job. But can I put out one tip? If you're legally blind, it's not great to play a healer. You have to click a lot of things, right? She's got a diabetes, really blind. She plays WoW to pass the time on a 32-inch plasma TV. She isn't allowed to drive and leaves her house once a week when her friend would take her to dinner. And it's just like... It's that fucking hell. Anyway, let's ignore that fact for the sake of the story. She began telling me that she really liked me, thanking me for being so helpful, and wanted to meet me. This is where I made my mistake. Move out of there. Okay, forget about that. I mentioned I had family very nearby to her house, and next time I went to visit them, I would stop by and say hello. This is where it actually becomes really innocent, right? This is where it actually becomes really innocent, because she says, look, I'm like 50 years old, I'm blind, or pretty much blind, I can just about see my giant screen. Come by and see me. And this guy's like really young, so he's like, yeah, it's like going to see my grandma, right? It's like going to see my grandma, or like my old lady. It's like, yeah, I'll stop by and say hello. I'll bring you some. Do you need me to pick anything up? You're like blind and stuff. Do you want me to pick something up? Wrong. No. Wrong. Don't do that. No. Stay away. Run the fuck away. Run away. It's going to go badly. Don't do it. Right? Don't do it. Don't do it. He does it. He does it, okay? He does it. This appeared to be the crack in the dam and opened the floodgates. She begins to tell me she hasn't been laid in years. And that she would do anything and everything I asked her to do in bed if I slept with her. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, son! Oh, yeah! Get down! Get fucking down! Can you imagine this guy's face? Can you imagine the face? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. For the lack of a better term, my in-game avatar shits himself. It's brown trousers time. It's brown trousers time. It was only at this point that she decides to ask me how old I am. Only now. Only now. Yes. I tell her I'm 27. Surprisingly, this was devastating information. This was not the information she was expecting. 27? But you're so helpful. Oh, get ready. He's 12. I'm 12. Why? What's the problem? I'm 12. I'm 27. It gets a little bit sad after there. So I'm going to leave it there for the sake of being a good drama story. Needless to say, the relationship did not go any further. The relationship did not go any further. But it didn't end well. It didn't end well. No, I'm leaving it there. I'm leaving it there. It's quite a sad tale. It's quite a sad tale. If you tell it in the right way, it's okay. And that would be the first of our drama stories, and that is a good example of our drama story. Kind of a weird example, to say the least. Kind of a weird example, but that is what it's all about. It's fucked up, man. You want to know? You can just stop there. You can. It doesn't go anywhere else. It goes badly. It goes badly. Our next tale is couples and their girls in chaos and death. In chaos and death. And we're not continuing it on, no. For ethical reasons, I will not continue that one. It was very fortunate. It was very fortunate I read that one first. Like, all the way through. I read it all the way through. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll continue the story later. Alright? We'll continue the story later. For sure. Now, in many cases, it is highly advised to not join a guild that is run by a couple. Okay? But I really enjoyed playing with my friends who happened to be in the same guild as me. Keep in mind that all of this story could have been avoided by just leaving the guild, right? Leaving the guild. Why not just avoid the annoyance of drama altogether, you may ask? I do ask that. I felt that this guild was my home due to how people treated me. Despite being a huge troll, you know, in-game, I had my limits on how far I went when it came to trolling guildies. I kind of know a guy like this who is the ultimate troll. He no longer plays World of Warcraft. That is for the benefit of everybody. Although he's a great player and a great hunter, it's very, very good that he will never, ever torment anyone else again with his ways. Is his name Ben? No, he's not. No, he's not. In fact, I salute you, the mighty egg roll. The mighty egg roll. He's a wonderful guy. And God, he's caused some wipes and some people to be permanently muted throughout his raiding. Throughout his raiding. About late Wrath of the Lich King during progression in Icecrown Citadel, I was brought into this guild by the GM, who was a nice enough dude to welcome me into the guild and introduce me to a few of his friends. These friends, that's in the story, are still close friends of mine, and don't even talk to him after these events. Let's get on to the juicy bits. Let's. I started to raid with this guild, knowing that they were not going for any world firsts or even any world 1000s. They told me to get on Vent and join the raid channel on the first night they invited me. Wow! Join Vent. Really? On my first raid night? You guys. You fucking guys. It's the way it's written, like, whoa, really? You're in the guild now. You may join Ventrilo. Okay. Okay. I got connected. Got my mic all set up and ready to introduce myself to the GM. He's like, oh, gotta get, testing. Get ready to go. This is going to be great. He and I started to goof around and making jokes and funny noises. I bet that was hilarious for everybody else. There is nothing better on Ventrilo than when people start making hilarious fucking noises. Please keep doing it all the time. Please. It's really funny. If you can't make funny noises, just play crappy songs down your headphones. That's the best. Always. Nobody will hate you for that. It makes a lot of friends. Makes a lot of friends. Generally a good start to a friendship and what would eventually end badly. After months of raiding and proving my dominance amongst the DPS. Dominance. Nice use of the word dominance. I started noticing that my DPS was loads higher than anyone else's. I got my gear up on par with theirs. I also noticed how much we ended up wiping to dumb shit that could have been easily avoided. Just like leaving before the shit hit the fan. Which happened to be occurring around the vicinity of a few specific players. Yes, I was unhappy with the performance of these raiders, but I thought, oh well, maybe things will even out eventually. After all, they let me on Vent. They let him on Vent. Must be good, right? Must be good. I believe somehow it became apparent that I was just a troll with who only spreads rumours. Oh, he got the nickname of being a troll who only spreads rumours. Which pushed me to the point that I did indeed leave this guild. Only after trolling the guild master a bit. You sound like the best guy. You sound like the nicest guy. You sound like the nicest guy. So, people started calling me a troll, so I started trolling people and left the guild. Ha ha ha! Yeah, it's because you're a troll, right? It's because you're a troll. I decided to have a little fun with the GM by telling him, I have come to the conclusion that my ball sack owns your diseased one. Quip. Someone whispered me that, I'd be like, alright. Okay. You may ask why I use such an immature way of G-critting. But this comes into play later. Oh, he's an advanced troll. He's an advanced troll. He's laying groundwork. We could be in for something spectacular. You could be in for something good. Leaving the guild was a decision that was brought around by a few IRL problems. Depression, family issues, whatever. When I came back to the game, Firelands had just been introduced and I was busy trying to catch up on gear. I told the GM that while I was not playing for this time, My little brother logged into my account and decided to send that message to everyone in my friends list. Very mature. Very, very mature. Even better was, he believed it. Fucking idiot believed it. To the point of letting me back into Group 1. Group 1, which consisted of an almost entirely new group of people. There were few things that had occurred while I was absent from my home, one of which was the addition of a new co-GM, who was basically there to handle the group, 1 raids, and to dole out the discipline. Very quickly, I came to the conclusion that I loathed this man to the core. Really? The man who's the authority figure? Really? The troll doesn't like the guy in authority? That's shocking. That's shocking. That is really shocking. And he did not appreciate my attitude about his loot style. I loathe you. He did not appreciate my attitude. No, this is strange. People who were raiding longer with them got higher priority on loot. La-di-da-di-do. I know, it is unfair, isn't it? The guys who killed all the bosses before you joined kind of get some priority on loot. That is very, very unfair. It's really unfair, isn't it? The guys who did the progression and killed the bosses, they shouldn't get the loot. Should be you. It should be you. It should be the new guy. It should just be the new guy. It should just be the new guy. Should always get the loot every single time. Oh, you've just joined? Here, take the loot. Yeah, I worked hard and killed this boss. But here, take the loot. Honestly, I felt almost entitled to loot in certain situations where it was being distributed to people that had joined the group even a week before I came back. How is that leaving a guild and then coming back under new ruling with the same GM who knows me on a personal level, who even told me in a drunken rant all of his life problems with depression, addiction, and even attempted suicide by overdosing on meth? How do I not get loot? Meth, dude. That should be your fucking calling card, right? As soon as he's not giving you the item, you just go, meth. And then you sit for it to be traded to you. No, you're not entitled to this loot. Meth. Give me the loot. Meth. Every single time. Every single fucking time. Hey, have you got any red gems on you? Yeah, but I need the meth. Hand it over. Hand it the fuck over. I love this line. It's like, listen to all the bullshit I listened to. I heard all this bullshit from this guy and he's still not giving me all the loot. This is dog shit. The co-GM was not alone in his decision making, for he had a wife in the guild. Oh, the husband and wife, the guys who sort out the loot. That's a great plan. Meth. That's a great plan. I think my wife should be involved. Nah, meth. This GM is so fucking owned. So owned so hard. I feel bad for the GM already. This woman was being bottle-fed her gear through a rubber nipple that was her co-GM husband. One spot available in the raid group? Ooh. Okay, we need a name. We need a name for the lady. We need a name for the lady. That's going to be Jebs. I'm going to go with Jebs, actually. Jebs is a gangster. I'm going to go with Jebs. Big Jebs. Oh, Jeb's not online and hasn't been on for the first 15 minutes of the raid time? No problem. We will wait. We will wait for her. Well, how does he not know where she is? It's his wife. It's his fucking wife. The co-GM's there. His wife's not. Why is everybody waiting for her? Where is she? What is she doing? I don't get that. We'll all just wait. There was even times when she would win loot over the GM, who could usually pull his weight in most fights. Meth. Meth. This GM is such a bitch. Yeah, meth. Not even once. Seriously, that is the line. Meth. But I'm the GM and I need the item too. Meth. Meth. Oh, God. Suicide by meth, huh? Oh, just give it a... who would usually pull his weight. The co-GM would defend it by saying, well, it was a roll of the dice. An invisible dice. One side says meth. No, it was a roll of my invisible dice. And all sides say meth. So that's it. Game over. And she won. She won the roll of the dice. She won the roll of the dice. The funny thing about having her in the raid was the fact that she seemed to be at fault for a lot of the wipes in the Dragon Soul. Oh, I wasn't supposed to walk into melee with that debuff? Oopsie. Smiley face. Everything's better with a smiley face, right? As long as you put a smiley face on your excuse, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And my God, the lovey-dovey talk on Vent was beyond annoying. And everyone I know agreed that she was just a god-awful player who was slurping out of the leprechaun's rainbow shower. Lovey-dovey talk on Vent. That's your item, Schnooky Wookie Wums. But what about me? Meth! Schnooky Wookie Wums gets it. I can imagine those kind of conversations going on. Also, almost everyone who left over time has kept in contact with me, telling me that they could not stand the constant failure that emanated from her ignorant mouth. The other females in the guild were in the same boat, for they too despised all the drama she was causing. Not saying that I wasn't up there on the drama meter too, really. I kind of think you've been really, really nice. Cuddly Dumplykins. Lovely. I like the rage, the sort of competition to find out who can come up with the snuggliest comment. On Valentine's Day, it seems quite nice. But she had me beat. She was even... Are you jealous that she's a bigger drama whore than you? Is that it? She's out trolling you? And it feels bad. And it feels bad. After an event in which I decided to take the day off from raiding to clear my head of all this bullshit, it's too much. It's giving me actual stress. It's giving me actual real-life stress. Only to find myself instantly demoted without question. I finally knew what I must do. Whip out Plan X. Plan X. I made a row of macros specifically for this occasion a while back. You've been preparing? You've been fucking preparing for this? What? I made macros months ago. This was inevitable. It's like one of those movies. This was always going to be the end. This was always the way this would end. And decided now is the time to utilize them. You're fucking crazy. I threw out a barrage of different insults and disses towards the co-GM and his partner, using every word from the word sarcasm I could find. But finally, I ended the phrase, all in all, with my ballsack owns your diseased one, and proceeded to leave the guild, along with 10 or 15 other members who all agreed to leave if I did. Follow the troll! That'll work out well. No one... You made a lot of macros to do that? Meth. All the macros say meth. No one liked the direction the guild was going, especially after our first downing of heroic madness. In this case, the co-GM claimed he was the next in line for one of the mounts that dropped from Deathwing, as he was the only one who didn't have it. Actually, there was 4 or 5 of us in the raid who didn't have a Deathwing mount. Hey, never be the last guy to get the mount. There's a reason I don't have Mimiron's head. I don't need it. Don't be that guy. If you're the loot master, I shall leave myself till last. No, you roll with everybody else. You roll with everyone else. Which I passed my mount to the GM, who had topped the DPS in the fight as an Affliction Warlock. The co-GM took the mount right in front of our astonished eyes, not even thinking twice about it. Everyone was in an uproar, and all the pugs went to trade chat to spam about our guild ninjaing the heroic Deathwing mount. I would have fucking taken it too. Fuck you. You're a super troll. Fuck you. I'm taking the mount. The guild's about to break up. I know it's coming. I'm taking it. Fuck your ass. Fuck you. Now that I was out of the shitstorm, I ended up right back in the feces-fueled fire. Because, of course, the GM whispered me. He went on and on about how shitty of a person I was. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So he's left. Calling me all sorts of troubling things and trying to throw me on a guilt trip. Nuh-uh. Not happening. Nah. I decided in return to throw him an ignore list trap. All of his tunes, not just his main, which he swapped around a lot, but all of them ignored. Not because I was mad at him, but because I thought of him as a friend. It's better I put you on ignore. Yeah, it's better I put you on ignore. I didn't want to retort with anything that I knew would hurt him, because he wasn't the problem. It was the co-GM. Weeks went by with no word from any of my friends and my GM status. I just assumed he went on with his guild until I learned about the guild completely falling apart. Finally, I received a whisper from a level 1 character with the name, I fucking hate you. Meth. Leaving me wondering why. Why did this all lead to something serious? The tell included the words, I'm done with this and I can't go on like this. I have gone offline. That name wasn't taken. It's in sort of weird letters. You wouldn't believe how scared I was. Would he really do what I thought he was going to do? Nah, it's got to be his drunk-ass mofo again, isn't it? I have yet to see him online again. He's disappeared, Meth. Meth. At least he made a level 1 alt to let him know that Meth was about to kick into his life. He eventually logged back on months later. Meth! Emo! Emo! Emo as fuck. Emo as fuck. Jesus Christ. Emo as fuck. Hey, Meth. Meth's gonna get you out of a mount. Don't take Meth, right? With Meth, you're not gonna get your heroic Deathwing mount. Not gonna happen. Meth. Bad. Bad. Our third story. The DPS race. Hello, Preach. This is my story of the drama that ensued in my guild. I'll give you a little background to start off. The story takes place around a month after Mogasham Vaults opened. Please change the names around. Okay. I've been playing a DK since the end of Wrath and love the class. I have always been interested in raiding and love the feeling of killing a boss. In Cataclysm, I quit for a while and didn't do much raiding. But in Mists, I tried super hard to find a guild that was determined to raid. So after jumping from guild to guild, wiping on the Stone Guard, tried super hard, and being a raid leader by 10 years old. Oh, and being raid led by a 10-year-old, I found my calling. It was a guild name, the Ballers. Hey, if your guild leader is 10 years old, you're gonna be okay, right? You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright. I'll tell you a little about this guild. Who's the top DPS mage? Top mage will be Nups. Nups will be the top mage. The top mage is in a relationship with the raid leader. Who's Nups in a relationship with? Oh, Harry Hovno. Ha ha ha, yes. Harry Hovno. Nups and Harry. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good, Nups. I hope that's working out well for you. Who is a monk? Harry Hovno, the monk. A monk and a mage. Nice. A little bit of melee, a little bit of caster, a little bit of healing, a little bit of DPS. And then there is me, coming in just behind the mage, a second DPS of the 10-man guild. The GM is not on for raids a lot, but he's a pretty nice guy, as I have met him a few times in Vent. Okay, everything sounds pretty good. Got Nups and Harry Hovno together. So there we are, lined up outside of Mogasham Vaults, getting flasked up, and getting everything organised. It was the normal team I'm used to, but one of our good DPSers had to go home in an hour. Let's go home. Yeah, he was in Vent, man. He's in Vent. He's doing everything. He's in fucking Vent. So we're off. Killing Stone Guards on the first pull. An easy kill because there was no chains that week. Oh yeah, in 10-man you only get 3, don't you? Next up was Feng. Also an easy kill as both of our tanks knew what to do and we were used to the fight. The plan was to get to Elegon so that we would have a lot of raid time to down him the next night. An easy task. We were on fire, but we were stopped briefly at Garajar because we had been too healing due to a lack of healers. We got him down, but then our DPS hunter had to go. So we asked if anyone would like to come kill the Spirit Kings in guild chat. We got a reply from a hunter saying he will top the DPS charts. A bold fucking statement. When he got into Vent, it sounded like he was 10 years old and had an extremely high voice. And it didn't help that he would not stop talking. We were being raid led by the healer, Harry Hovno. She's a lovely lady, Harry Hovno. she's a very good... Why does it say this in brackets? A girl but a very good raid leader. Stop assuming girls are bad at this game. Stop doing that. The new guy felt the need to copy every single word that she said. It was annoying as fuck. Oh my god. I would literally kill anybody who thought that was hilarious. Or I would mute them. Kill, death or mute. You decide, right? Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Bloodlust. Bloodlust. Move from the void. Move from the void. That would be so fucking annoying. Oh my god, that would kill me. Our main tank is a very vocal person on vent and isn't afraid to yell, but the hunter was pulling decent numbers, so he let it slide. No. Nups was first, I was second, and he was third, tailing behind me by about 20k. I was about to mute this kid on vent because I couldn't take it anymore when he called my name and said, "How are you doing that much damage with that build and a two-hander?" I explained my choices to him and he laughed, saying he did... Oh. Ha ha ha! I do 78k sustained on a single target fight. I was doing about 70k. So after a few attempts on Spirit Kings, the rogue, the main tank's girlfriend, Harry Hovno, was getting caught up in annihilations. She was... Oh, this is a different girl. She was pretty new to the game and was learning her class, so she meant to mess up on a boss mechanic. We all overlooked it. But not this guy. Not this guy. Hey, Rogue, could you stop being bad and open your eyes? Ventrilo fell silent. Our main tank then proceeded to lose his shit. Shut the fuck up about my girlfriend, you scrub, he responded and was talking about kicking this guy from the raid when our raid leader, Harry Hovno, stepped in and said that we couldn't kick him because his DPS is good and we need to fill 10 slots. Fucking loser, raid leader. You fucking loser. Fuck you. Look at, to be fair, he's kind of had a point. This guy's annoying everybody. Where's Rachel? He responded, he couldn't kick him, we need 10 guys. Hey guys, if it really comes to it, I'll use my DK if I have to. I'll probably be top DPS. Feeling slightly offended by this, I then said, we die because of mechanics, not DPS, you Spartan. What a Spartan response. But he insisted on getting his DK out. His DK ports in, and he said, I'm going to show you why we dual wheel is better. And so I said, bring it on. Here we go. Here we go. This is where it gets a little bit fucked up. He got his DK out. Let me whip my DK out. We pulled. I used all of my cooldowns while shaking in my chair, mashing all of the right buttons at the right time. More focused than I have ever been in the World of Warcraft before. I had to beat him. I couldn't lose to this annoying, shit-talking DK. First boss down. I was a steady 10k in front of him. The fight went on like this until about third phase when we got Maddening Shout. We had agreed no diseases on this part and that the demo lock would break us out of it. But all bets were off now. I saw the debuff Frost Fever appear on me and saw a sudden boost in DPS by the other Death Knight. I knew shit got real. I knew he had more mastery than me and that I would surely fall behind if I didn't do something fast. So I did. I used Howling Blast and was now just barely ahead of him. I looked to see how much damage we had done and we had killed 3 players, including Nups, who was my friend, and he had never died while we raided because he was always in the right place. But none of that mattered now. I was not even focused on killing the boss. I was focused on beating this DK. Last phase, we are neck and neck, but he was starting to fall behind, and I knew that I had it in the bag. Spirit King's downed, and I see myself as number 1 on the DPS. I get a whisper from my Warlock friend saying, well done, instead of yelling, and I proudly said over vent, so I think we know who the better DK is now. And he mockingly said the same line back to me. I guess we know who the better DK is now. And he left vent. The raid was over, and I have never felt so proud over a game in my life. And that is my drama story. Booyah! Ah! Fucking awesome, right? We killed 3 of our own people. We executed 3 men. Sacrifices must be made. We must drop them. They are useless to us now. And we defeated them. And hashtag victory was trending all over this boss. And lol at Nups, learn to ice block. Okay? That story was intense, right? Yay! Personal pride at stake. Fuck them. Fuck my friends. They're dead. I'm going for it. I saw Frost Fever and he lost his shit. Absolutely awesome drama story. Absolutely awesome. And a wonderful way to end our Valentine's Day drama Thursday. It's going to finish slightly early. Because, of course, we have Drama Friday tomorrow, and it's Web Show Weekend, where our special drama story will be read out, with character acting from both me and Mr. Ghost. I said 4, I know. The last one is really long. It's really long, and I have to cook Valentine's dinner, unfortunately. The last one is outrageously long. It's 6 pages in PDF. It's 6 pages in PDF, so we'll leave that. I do have 50, about 40. Ghost is streaming after this. Ghost is streaming in about an hour. Ghost is going to be streaming in about an hour. The next workshop is on Wednesday. And we have Drama Day tomorrow. Web show is on Saturday, 8 PM. So please send in your bro fists. Want to see you on our wall. This will be back on the wall by Saturday. And also enter your transmogs for the transmog competition. You can win a t-shirt this week. We're giving away a t-shirt with your name on the back. Woohoo! T-shirt with your name on the back in the guild if you would to like it. First story does not need finishing. Thank you so much to every single one of you for tuning in for Drama Thursday. We are doing it again tomorrow, 5 PM. That is 46 minutes earlier than what you're watching right now, if you're looking at this live, where we will have successfully obtained more drama stories that we'll be reading out. Thank you very, very much for a wonderful evening. Enjoy your Valentine's if you're doing something. If you're not doing something, good. Valentine's Day is bullshit. Take it easy, guys, and see you later.